Hey y'all, so this is gonna be part 2 of 7 things that annoy me as a black introvert. So, number 6 I have is being a target. What I mean is like being a target of bullies. When you're quiet, shy, reserved, somebody that is a bully is gonna come for you. I've had it happen at work, at school, in my personal life. People assume that like I'm a punk. They assume that I'm a punk. They assume that I'm scary, that I'm not going to stand up for myself because I'm stay to myself and I'm quiet. So this is something that's just aggravating, you know what I'm saying? And that, to me, that says more about the bully than me, because I feel like if you this Billy badass person that you think you are, you think that I'm weak, why are you coming for the person that you think is weak? I feel like if you're really about that life, if you really a badass, you gonna come for somebody that you think is just as strong as you. You know what I'm saying? That's like a horse trying to fight a puppy, right? Obviously, the horse thinks that the puppy is weaker than them, right? But why not try to fight another horse that's your same size? That's what I mean. Like, really, bullies are really punks, because normally most bullies only bully people who they view as weak. I'd barely ever see bullies come for people that are strong, that are, loud and obnoxious like themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I just get tired of being a target, because I don't like drama and I don't like confrontation, but I will address it if I have to. And when I was younger, I let people walk all over me, but not this grown up person. I don't do that now. So I don't like yelling at people. I don't like catching an attitude with people. But every once in a while, there's been times where I've had to, because I knew this person was coming at me just to come at me. There's been times at work, for example. I think I told y'all about this. When I was on the floor as a CNA, this other med aid who kind of tries to act like they're a nurse, but they're not. So we had this patient that was a fall risk. The woman would not, she wouldn't listen to us. She has Alzheimer's. She don't fail like 50 million times, right? But she doesn't have a sitter or anything like that. So I was training this other CNA, brand new CNA. And we were changing this man, right? And he had a blowout, so we was changing him. And he's a completely dependent. So I'm showing how to turn people and stuff. So she just busted in the room talking about, hey, y'all can't leave this lady by herself for too long, because she be trying to get up. I guess she was trying to get up. And I straight up told her, well, what you want me to do? I can't do my round and watch her the whole time. There's nothing I can do about it. And then she just left. And I kind of I put some umph in my voice when I was talking to her, because I didn't like how she just busted in the room. And I feel like she did that for 2 reasons. One was because I'm the quiet girl, so she thought that I wasn't going to say nothing back. And 2, the new girl I think she was kind of trying to show off for the new CNA, or she felt like, oh, I'm definitely not going to say nothing back because the CNA I'm training. No, over the years, I've learned how to take up for myself in a professional way. I didn't cuss at her or nothing like that. I simply stated a fact. I literally cannot watch this woman the whole time and do a round. It's either one or the other. Do I have an assignment or I'm her sitter? In this place, they don't use sitters, so that's not my problem. I still have to do my round. I can't help if she tries to get up every 5 seconds. Y'all, whoever's in charge should have had her a sitter. That's not my fault. Talk to management. You know what I'm saying? And there's been other times. And I feel like even in the past, even like LPNs, they have tried to come at me with bullshit because I'm the quiet girl. So they would come at me with some bullshit, but they wouldn't bother other CNAs that are more, out there, outgoing and stuff. They wouldn't bother them with the same stuff they bother me with, because they feel like I'm a target because I'm so quiet. People assume that I'm just gonna kiss their ass. Number 7, I have we're not allowed to be ourselves without being criticized like other races of women. I feel like black women, no matter what we do, we're not going to satisfy people. So really, we should just be ourselves. Because there's all types of black women in the world. You got the ghetto kind, ratchet. You got the introvert black girls, classy black girls, black girls that come from the valley, all kinds of, the bougie, stuck up black girls, all kinds, just like any other race. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. Be you, be yourself. But I feel like, okay, if I'm outspoken, very confident, outgoing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're too, that's what's wrong. They'll say, oh, that's why we don't like black women now. Y'all are too loud. You're too ghetto. You're too aggressive. You're too masculine. But in my case, if I'm literally just being myself. If I'm soft-spoken, I'm trying to be a white woman. I've been told that because I'm soft-spoken, I wish I was a white woman. I've been told that, y'all. Or if I'm introverted, if I'm an introvert and I say to myself, oh, you're weird. Or if I'm quiet and just laid back, oh, you're boring. So you see what I'm saying? You can't satisfy people no matter what you do as a black woman. So just be who you are. Be yourself. That's the best thing you can do, because it's not your job to satisfy everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, they're going to have something bad to say. Either you're too ghetto, you're too masculine, you're too quiet, you're boring, you're supposed to be twerking like Sexy Red and all of them. You're too boring. You're no fun. See what I'm saying? Or you're trying to be a white woman. I used to get told, I act like a white girl, because back in the day, I used to Britney Spears, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. When I was like a little girl, I would get picked on because you act like a white girl. So the black girls didn't like me. But of course, it was just, okay, that's a whole nother conversation. But just be who you are. That's for everybody. Just be yourself, because people are always going to have something bad to say about you. Just be who you are. Be yourself. And that's what I'm doing, being myself. Hey, y'all. So this is something I forgot to say. So I'm gonna give y'all some examples of when I was saying like people underestimate me. And this is really stupid stuff. Like, okay, I remember when I was working at this job, the toxic job that I was telling y'all about, right? And I put in for some vacation time, so PTO time, and I forgot exactly what happened, but I had a question for the manager. Now, I worked night shift at this job, and the manager happened to be working night shift. She's like a manager, so she worked during the day, but she was working nights this night. And I asked her about it, and she clarified something. I forgot what she said, and she was like, wow, you talk? I barely ever heard you talk before. I can't believe it. In front of like other co-workers and stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Like, really? I just had a question about my schedule for my PTO. That's all you had to do was answer the question. So you really think, like, because I'm the quiet girl, if I have a question concerning my schedule and my PTO, I'm not going to ask you? Like, this is so stupid. So because I'm shy or I'm quiet or whatever, you don't hear me talk much. You really think I'm not going to ask you about my schedule? Like, there was no need for that to be all dramatic. Like, oh, I barely ever heard you talk before. And you don't work night shift. Like I said, she barely ever works night shift. She's like a manager. But she happened to be working, I guess they were short on med tech, so she was working a night shift that night. So when I happened to see her, that's when I asked her, I don't barely ever see you, because I work night shift and you work day shift as the manager. When do we ever see each other for you to even hear me talk? So what the hell are you talking about? That's all I wanted to say. What are you talking about? So I don't understand, like, people really think because I stated myself and stuff, like I'm slow or something. Like, that's what I mean when I'm being underestimated. Like, people really try to act like I'm slow or something sometimes, because I don't talk much. Like, what? I don't understand. And there was another case that happened. So something had happened with a patient at the job I'm at now. Her blood sugar would be very low at night when the night nurse would check it or whatever they checked at night, and someone was blaming the CNA because, of course, being a CNA, you get blamed for everything. And somebody was like, "Oh, the CNAs probably ain't feeding her," and I had fed her like a few days ago. Every time I feed her, she would complain that it hurts, and I let the LPN know. That's my job. A resident complaining to me that something hurts, I let the nurse know. And it was like blisters or something in her mouth. I don't think they were in her mouth, but the nurse called the doctor to check or something like that. I don't know. And so she wanted me to tell the DON so that, CNAs could stop being blamed for stuff like that. Because when we try to feed her, she would say, "No, that's enough." We don't know if that was because she was full or because it hurts. Her trying to eat, if it hurts or not. So anyway, so the LPN, the next day, she was like, "Joanna, can you explain to the DON what the patient told you about her mouth hurting?" So I was like, "Sure." So I went to the DON's office. She was talking with another CNA and my unit manager about something. So I knocked on the door and I said, "Oh, I don't mean to interrupt y'all, but I told her about the patient and stuff." And then there was something else I need to tell her. I don't exactly remember what. So I said, "Oh, and one more thing, I'm sorry." And then my manager, she turns around and said, "Joanna, I ain't never seen you talk this much. Oh my God, I'm impressed. I'm surprised. I ain't never seen you talk like this. Like, why are you so dramatic? Why do you have to be so dramatic? If there's something that I need to tell the nurse, my boss, the DON and stuff, why would I not tell them? Especially concerning a patient. Why would I not tell them? Stop being so dramatic. Like, it's so annoying. That's why I say, like, so you think because I'm quiet and stuff, if there's something going on with a patient that I need to let the nurse know and let the DON know, what I'm going to do, just not tell them? I'm not going to tell them? Like, that's why I say, like, y'all, you think I'm slow or something? Just because I'm quiet most of the time at work, you somehow, you associate that with me being dumb. Like, I don't understand. So that's really annoying, stuff like that. Like with them being all when they're being so dramatic with it, making this big scene. "Joanna, you talk?" Like, it's so annoying. I'm just gonna let the patient keep suffering, whether she's got blisters in her mouth or not. I'm just gonna continue to so that her blood sugar can be low and nobody knows what's going on. No, like, because so what they're saying to me, that is basically saying, "Oh, because you're quiet at work, you stay to yourself. If there's something, I'm not able to communicate." Basically, you're saying that you didn't think that I knew how to communicate because I'm not this outgoing, talkative person at work. You think that I'm not capable of communicating important information to you as my charge nurse. To me, that's what you're saying. That's what I'm getting from it. So there was another situation when I was working at this toxic job on 3rd. When I got put on the assisted living side permanently. So it was just me and the med tech. Her name was Camille. I ain't like this girl. There was another reason why, though. I'll do a story time. So it would just be me and her. Now, I like that because, it's just me and her. So I don't have to really deal with other co-workers. I just do my rounds every 2 hours and do what I'm supposed to do. I love that. That's how I know I want a job where I'm like kind of working by myself. But anyway, so this was like literally night 2 of me working with Camille, because the other med tech that was working there on that side full time, she went to second shift. So literally, y'all, this is literally my second night working with Camille. My second night working with her. So I'm the CNA, she's the med tech. And so I came in, we're doing a shift change, Camille's getting a little report or whatever. She's talking amongst the second shift med tech or whatever. And somehow the conversation got to this, and she said, oh yeah, and Joanna, you gotta start talking to me more. Huh? For what? Why do I have to talk to you? If it doesn't have anything to do with the job, the patients, why do I need to talk to you? For what? And woman, this is my second night working with you. Like, why you... And she didn't really talk to me like that. She ain't talked to me that much. So I get the impression she thinks because I'm supposed, since it's just the two of us on that side all night, I'm supposed to be her entertainment. I'm supposed to be the one that makes jokes, that gets the conversation going. Like, if you want to talk so bad, you can start a conversation with me. I'm okay either way. If you don't talk for the whole night unless it's about the job, I'm perfectly fine with that. We don't have to talk. Because it will be a nurse's station. I was sitting in one chair and she was sitting on the other chair. Then, like, if a call light goes off between doing rounds, I'll check it. But other than that, it was me and her sitting there. But I'm thinking, like, why do I have to be the one to talk? I don't even want, like... So, yeah. So, I just wanted to give y'all those examples of things that I go through with being a black introverted woman. Because I do truly believe she thinks I'm the one that's supposed to be the entertainment for the night. Because she wasn't talking to me like that. So why, I don't understand why she would say that. Yeah, girl, she was like, yeah, you gotta start talking to me more. For what? What are you talking about? So I feel like it is expected. That's why I say black introverts, our situation is different from other races, because it's like, overall, we are expected to be people's entertainment. We're expected to be put on a performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a clown. We're not at the circus. I'm not gonna perform for you. Like I said, there's people that I've met before on the job where me and this person, we just click, we connect. So I talk to them, you know, but like we literally just naturally click. Just because I'm not talking to you doesn't mean like I hate you or anything, or I don't like you, or it's nothing. It has nothing to do with you. It's just I'm an introvert. I like to stay to myself for the most part. That's all it is. It's nothing more or nothing less. And when you are, it's like you're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.